Good evening and welcome to NewsBreak Live. I'm Hiba Samad. It's Tuesday, December 10th. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories. A car accident continues to cause traffic impacts in Torrance. Torrance police are urging drivers to stay clear of Crenshaw Boulevard at 190th Street. Officials reported to the scene after a car hit a light pole at 5:30 this morning. It caused power outages in the area. Currently, staff are waiting for Southern California Edison to arrive to fix the problem. All lanes southbound are shut down and traffic signals are off. TPD did open all northbound lanes of Crenshaw Boulevard. They hope power will be back for people affected by 8 p.m. tonight. Air quality officials are asking the community to take steps to minimize air pollution. The South Coast Air Quality Management District issued a residential no burn day alert for tomorrow in multiple areas, including Los Angeles County. Burning wood during this time indoors or outdoors is prohibited during the ban. This includes burning wood as well as manufactured fire logs. The alert keeps the air cleaner and minimizes health effects. Particles and wood smoke can cause respiratory problems. South Coast AQMD's Check Before You Burn program is in effect from November through the end of February. You can sign up to receive an email with alerts by going to airalerts.org. The city of Torrance welcomes its new city librarian. This is the first week Yolande Wilburn is on the job. Wilburn moved back home to South Bay from Nevada, where she worked as the county librarian for Nevada County Community Library for 4 years. She overlooked 6 libraries, 2 service locations, and a mobile technology van. She has a strong background in project management, strategic planning, and budgeting. Her first professional library position was with Chicago Public Library, working in the areas of outreach, programming, reference, and readers advisory services to children, teens, and adults at various locations within the library system. Wilburn is excited for this new chapter.
One of the things that I've learned in my travels is it's always great to meet new people, discover new things, and so that's really exciting for me. I love meeting new people, getting to know them, getting to understand what their needs are, and seeing how I can help to meet those needs. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know everyone here in the community.
Wilburn hopes to expand the library's hours and meet the community's needs. The city of Torrance currently has 6 libraries. Now, local park fields are still affected by the recent rainfall. If you have plans to book a field in Torrance, you'll have to hold off until the fields are back to normal again. Staff says they're still very saturated. Affected fields are Columbia, Wilson, McMaster, and El Nido parks. Signage has been posted, and officials say any use of these fields during the condition can cause a great deal of damage to the turf, causing them to be unsafe in the future. A local organization educated community members about living healthier today. The Torrance South Bay YMCA hosted a UCLA health talk with the topic of struggling with being overweight. Dr. Lillian Chen provided practical and effective tips to improve one's diet to achieve a healthy weight. Staff at the Y say obesity is a major contributor to the leading causes of death in the United States. Torrance South Bay YMCA usually holds multiple health talks per month on various health topics. They also offer members health screenings and have a weight loss program. Participants join a 6-month program that will teach you ways to eat healthy, burn more calories, and improve your health. Also, just a reminder, if you're a Y member, all pools and deck will be closed for repair and maintenance on December 22nd until January 6th. It's the perfect time to give a home to an animal in need. This Saturday, the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Los Angeles is waiving adoption fees at its 3 LA County locations, including the one here in South Bay and Hawthorne. From 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., qualified adopters can visit their local adoption center and choose a pet from dogs, cats, and rabbits. The fees are usually between $140 to $255 for dogs and $115 to $125 for cats. Currently, SPCLA has about 200 adoptable dogs, cats, and rabbits. In addition to being a loan to commit to properly caring for a new pet, all applicants must meet the adoption requirements. The South Bay Adoption Center is located at 12910 Yukon Avenue in Hawthorne. If you're looking to give back this holiday season, you can drop by the Torrance City Hall. There are 6 more days left to donate non-perishable food items to the city's holiday pantry. It's located at the main lobby of the West Annex and will give back to families in need during the season. The Salvation Army will be picking up the Christmas distribution on Monday, December 16th and at 9 a.m. Now, if you'd like to drop off perishable goods, you can drop them off that morning. A local park turned into one of the best places to shop recently for the holidays. The city's 37th annual Christmas boutique brought out 85 vendors to Wilson Park. Majority of the vendors were arts and crafts experts and sold one-of-a-kind handcrafted items. Some items customers purchased included Christmas decorations, apparel, jewelry, body care to sports accessories. The boutique is annually sponsored by the Torrance Youth Council, an advisory body to City Council on matters pertaining to youth in the city. It's comprised of 2 members representing each of the Torrance High Schools, El Camino College, and California Academy of Math and Science. The holiday event raised nearly $5,000 this year to donate to community youth projects and their Beat the Odds Scholarship Program, which takes place every first Thursday in May. The Youth Council provides up to 6 scholarships per year to Torrance Unified School District students who have beaten the odds and maintained their grades, as well as doing some form of community service. There were also photos with Santa and a craft booth for children to make holidays crafts for free. Students from One Torrance Middle School are taking steps to bring eco-friendly changes to their campus. Today, students participated in an informational assembly where they got a pledge form to pledge $1 per lap for this Friday's walkathon on campus. Students and parents will participate in a walkathon to raise money for 2 hydration stations to decrease the use of plastic water bottles. This Friday, students are urged to bring reusable water bottles to school, and there will be 2 hydration stations to refill them throughout the day. The goal is to walk 8 laps, which is 3 kilometers, the average distance that people in developing countries have to walk to get fresh, clean water. All students will participate in the walkathon for water during their PE classes. Parents are welcomed as well. School staff are looking for donations of small prizes to raffle off, such as gift cards or reusable water bottles. The Green Team, the Environmental Science class, and 3 special Girl Scouts spearheaded this initiative. Now, if you'd like to donate or volunteer to help with the walkathon for water, you can contact Magruder Middle School. A 15-day showcase of culinary flavors in Los Angeles is coming up. You can now make reservations for the upcoming DineLA Restaurant Week that takes place twice a year. It highlights the diversity of culinary experiences LA has to offer. 2 restaurants in Torrance are participating, including Gallo Kaku and Madre Oaxacan Restaurant and Mezcaleria. They're offering a lunch and dinner specials with prices for dinner at $39. Now, Madre's lunch menu is already online and it's offering choice of an appetizer, lunch, entree, and dessert. There are more than 400 restaurants taking part. While reservations are urged, you can always stop by a participating restaurant and ask for the DineLA Restaurant Week menu. For more information, head to discoverlosangeles.com/DineLA. Restaurant Week kicks off January 17th and runs through the 31st. Smog City Brewery is celebrating 1 year distributing their one-of-a-kind flavors internationally. Nearly a year ago, owners Lori and Jonathan Porter took their venture to Tokyo, Japan, where they launched a Smog City Brewing over there. Recently, they spent 13 days visiting their account and collaborating with breweries in Japan. Some of the cities they visited were Osaka, Kyoto, and Nagoya. Smog City Brewing Company was established in 2011 and have won several awards for their unique work. Now, if you'd like to check out their Torrance Brewery, it's located at 1901 Del Amo Boulevard. Now let's get to the weather. Today was a high of 65 degrees with an expected low of 51 tonight. Then tomorrow will be cloudy with a high of 63 and a low of 53 degrees. And it'll warm up on Thursday with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 54. The Torrance Salvation Army is still working on making sure wishes by children in the community come true. Today was the last day the Angel Tree at the DineLA Fashion Center was available to the public, but don't worry because officials from the Salvation Army say they still have a lot of tags that have not been shopped for, and people can pick them up directly from their office. They're open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. They're hoping most of the gifts for the participants will be bought by Monday, December 16th. Families will receive their presents on the 20th. The Angel Tree program is one of Salvation Army's highest profile Christmas efforts. According to the organization, Angel Tree was created by the Salvation Army in 1979. The Torrance office hopes to distribute gifts to 1,500 children. To get in touch with the Torrance Salvation Army, you can give them a call at 310-370-4515. There is a recall for one of White Castle's popular food products. The company issued a voluntary recall of their frozen 6-pack cheeseburgers, hamburgers, jalapeno cheeseburgers, and their 16-pack hamburgers and cheeseburgers due to listeria concerns. The items affected have a best by date of August 4th through the 17th, 2020. The recall is limited to only the frozen packaged items. They were sold at grocery stores and retailers. Officials from White Castle say that 10% or less of the recalled packages actually made it to the retail shelves. The products were shipped to stores at 22 states, including California. To date, there have been no illnesses reported. Well, here are some upcoming events you won't want to miss. This Friday will be your last chance to donate toys to the City of Torrance Stuff a Bus event. The final collection day will take place at DineLA Fashion Center this Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. There will be 3 collection stations, including Lazy Dog Cafe, Hometown Buffet, and inside the mall at the information booth. Then the city is hosting its Breakfast with Santa this Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at the Toyota Meeting Hall. Tickets are $20 and can be bought at the city's registration office. There will be activities such as cookie decorating, holiday carols, and a Buster Balloon show. Then, if you're looking to get into the holiday spirit, the Los Cancioneros Master Chorale is putting on a Home for the Holidays show this Sunday. General admission is $25 and it will take place at the James Armstrong Theater. Well, in just 2 minutes, Chair of the City Social Services Commission, Cindy Scotto, joins us live to talk about an important volunteer effort you can be part of. We'll be back in just a few.
Here she comes. I, Krista, take you, Jamie, to be my wife.
The ceremony was a blast. It was just like this surreal moment of my dreams are coming true. When we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said, "Oh, I apologize. She won't be taking you in as a client." We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to. And sitting there in that small, cold room, I wanted to cry, just thinking, what did we bring this kid into? We're simply asking to treat our family the same way that you would treat any family.
Welcome back to the second half of NewsBreak Live. Joining me is Chair of the Torrance Social Services Commission, Cindy Scotto. Welcome to NewsBreak Live, and thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I hope I can give everybody some information about what our commission does and what events are coming up that we would like the public to be involved with.
So tell me about that. The Greater Los Angeles Homeless Count is what you're referring to, and it's returning again to the city of Torrance, and that means people have an opportunity to get trained and help out on this initiative.
Exactly. We will be hosting our second year deployment for the homeless count, LA County wide. Torrance is needing 100 volunteers, whereas LA County is going to need 8,000 volunteers. So we need everybody to step up. Our event will be on Wednesday, January 22nd, 2020 at 8 p.m. And we're usually finished midnight, around there.
So what does it mean that the city of Torrance is a deployment site?
It means that our staff is responsible for coordinating the training of the volunteers as well as dispersing of the volunteers amongst the different agencies, and also they provide snacks for all the volunteers, which is a nice little plus.
And it's really just a few hours of your night to help out the community and really get eventually important information for the Social Services Commission. So how many years has the city of Torrance participated, and why is this so important?
I'm not sure the year. I know the city of Torrance has been involved for a few years in the count. This will be our second year for hosting the deployment. And the count is important because that's how the county gets a handle, as well national, state government, on how many homeless we have in our area and how they can help us help them.
And Mrs. Scotto, you've been on the commission. You're one of the original members that is still there. So tell me over the years how you've seen the count evolve and why it's such a great opportunity for the public to participate.
I think it's important this year above all the other years because it's exploding. Our homeless issues are exploding, and nobody quite has gotten a handle on how and why and what we can do to help them. So I think the count this year is going to be just the most important one so far.
So tell me a little bit about the purpose of the count. What will people be experiencing if they've never volunteered before? They come out, they get trained, and tell me about the process.
Okay, they will be trained before they're sent out, and they will not be sent out on your own. You are usually in a group of 3 to 4 people per car. Our police department's involved, as well as our city staff, and so you won't be left on your own to just go out and start counting people. And our police department is the best resource we have because they know where the homeless people are in our city.
So the police department is just one partner of many community partners that are participating. So tell me who the other partners are.
One for sure is the LA County brings in some of the organizations to help us as well. The South Bay Coalition to End Homelessness is a big proponent of the homeless count, and they'll be out in full force, I'm sure, to help us as well.
So how does counting homeless in the community help reduce and end homelessness, would you say, over the years, what you've seen from the statistics and the information that does come back after the count?
Well, I don't think we've seen anything yet that we would like to say we're really proud of and happy as far as helping the homeless. I think that's still something that our commission is striving. Every month we have somebody come in from the community who gives us presentations and updates us on what the issues are for the homeless. And so we're getting a real good education on homeless issue. We're just anxious to get out there and help them. And of course that takes money.
So tell me a little bit, I know you did mention a lot about what the process is, but there are certain tracks that people will be assigned to, right?
Right.
So what do you have to say about that and what people can expect? Because some people might feel a little nervous, they don't know what they're getting themselves into, but a lot of times you're in the car or you're doing it by foot.
You're in a car. You actually have a route that you're going to be taking that will be with professionals who know where the homeless are at night. And so that gives us a more accurate count of knowing exactly where they can be found. and then we get out of the car, and the police are there to assist, and we just get our account going.
You were talking about the Social Services Commission. For viewers who are tuning in right now, they might not know that this commission exists, and it really focuses not only on the homeless population, but you mentioned many other populations, 4 in total. So tell me about how it started and the importance of having it.
In 2015, the mayor and council developed and asked for a social services commission. I think we had maybe 17 to 22 people apply for the first seating of the commission. And when we came on board, we didn't know what a social services commission was either. It's brand new. All the other commissions in Torrance have their guidelines, and they're already established. So we had to spend about the first year and a half of our meetings finding out what we could do as a social services commission. And we narrowed it down to 4 populations that we would like to see helped in our city. And one, of course, is the homeless. The second is veterans. The third is adult with development disabilities. And the fourth is a youth with special needs.
The commission really does outreach, host events. So tell me throughout the year what you guys are collaborating and what ideas you guys are coming up with during the time that you meet.
Okay, we meet the 4th Thursday of every month at 6 o'clock in the West Annex Conference Room. We have hosted 3 veterans luncheons now. We just did our 3rd in November with almost 200 veterans there.
Wow.
The lunch is free. We have gift cards donated for door prizes. We let the veterans tell us about their experiences. And it really is a great day. We also have a resource fair there too. We do a toiletry drive in the spring, and we were told by the agencies that benefit from this that that's the best time of the year for them because the feel-good holidays are over and they run low on product. So our toiletry drive is in the spring. And the third thing we did last year, we helped the Torrance Unified School District with their back-to-school drive for pencils, pens, notebooks, and we set up bins throughout the city and collected items and then sent them over to the school district for distribution.
So you guys cover a lot of different populations, as you just mentioned. If people want to attend the meeting, they can. You did tell me that. And how can they provide any input if they have any concerns or questions for your commission?
You can call the city manager's office in the city of Torrance. We have our liaisons come out of the city manager's office. We invite the public to come to our meetings. They're very inquisitive. They're very full of information, and we get some good reports every month from different people. So we invite the public to come and sit in with us.
For viewers tuning in right now, the Social Services Commission is hosting another annual homelessness count coming up, and people can register right now. The City of Torrance needs 100 volunteers. Is there anything else you'd like to add about getting people to sign up and just dedicate one night to this initiative to combat homelessness?
I just want to say it's an opportunity to help make a difference. And if you're sitting home and you think you can't make a difference, you can. Come out on January 22nd and help us count the homeless. That goes into LA County, and hopefully after that we'll get some funding that will trickle down and we'll be able to make a difference in our community.
I'm sure this experience for a lot of people who are doing it for the first time is probably really eye-opening, just, you know, the current situation across Los Angeles County, but even right here in their backyard.
Absolutely, and we see it every day. We see it on our streets, and if we're really serious about helping these people establish homes and get back into society, then come out and help us.
Well, Mrs. Scotto, thank you so much for your time and all the great information. Happy holidays.
Thank you, you too. Happy holidays.
And we're going to be putting the information on the screen. You can go to theycountwillyou.org/Torrance_count. You can also call the city manager's office at 310-618-5880. And just a reminder, the homeless count takes place on Wednesday, January 22nd from 8 p.m. to midnight. And that does it for NewsBreak Live. So if you have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. Also, if you missed any portion of the show, you can catch it on Torrance City Cable's YouTube page. Have a great night.